stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the break and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the bitch and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, go!
A man coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second down and goal. Lawrence. Touchdown! Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. A little juke, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect to it for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. There's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead. And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 65 yards. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action. Here's Hurts. Steps away. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a bit closer. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On the double. 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Finding ETN here. Catching it on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Lawrence from his end zone. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw from his end zone, Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Hey, go.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie things at 20 all. It's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lawrence. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Ready. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they... And this throw will be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Left side here to Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
60 boxes, 60 boxes, 18 Cardinals.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 26 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. ETN once more. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 31 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Running right, here's Sanders. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll run. It's Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So they haven't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, ETN once more.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
His throw incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. It's a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona